You bastard! Oh, shit! Oh, God!
Oh, get rid of it, please! Get rid of it!
Oh, shit! Oh, God! Oh, Mother of mercy! Oh, Mama!
Get out of here!
Get that damn screwdriver out of my head!
Hey, what are you doing?
Getting things ready for Mom.
Mom is dead, Jeff.
She doesn't have to be.
Something strange.
Now, I didn't think much about it until I saw him drag the body out of the coffin.
Something ancient.
Bury your own.
Something evil.
Was it your idea of a joke to send me blood from a dead animal?
This dog is alive.
Not this dog.
Something terrifying is happening in Ludlow, Maine. Again.
Pick up your family and get the hell out of that town!
Pet Cemetery 2.
Jeff, honey. Father and I need to talk.
Some stories just won't stay dead.
The Jennings family has just moved to the small town of Canaima.
Oh, Ross, smell that air.
Oh, God.
In search of a simpler life.
Want to blow up a bullfrog? Okay.
It's the perfect place.
Goodbye crime, goodbye grime.
Except for one pesky little problem.
Come with me and look at the web.
The web? I have a
Terrible fear of spiders. Come on, we live in the country now. It's time to work through this irrational, paralyzing terror.
It's not irrational.
Hollywood Pictures and Amblin Entertainment present Jeff Daniels.
Honey, we're in the living room. We need you to kill a spider.
And John Goodman.
Dover McClintock, Infestation Management.
I thought it's just a spider.
Would anybody object if I tore this floor out?
I would.
False alarm, then lead on. There's no spider here.
Every so often in a little town somewhere, there is a health scare.
There's a rumor going around that some kind of spider might have killed Sam Metcalf.
Doubtful.
Spiders make convenient culprits.
There's no spider here.
I think one of your Venezuelan spiders hitched a ride here. There may be some spiders around here that are very dangerous.
Dad, chill out.
Just run.
They spread out from a central nest in a web-like pattern and dominate the entire area. When that happens, this town is dead.
Better uncork my private stock.
Rock and roll!
Hollywood Pictures and Amblin Entertainment present Arachnophobia. 8 legs, 2 fangs, and an attitude.
Perk up, Lloyd. If we find the spider that did this, you can arrest him.
Arachnophobia. A thrill-omedy.
Do you know where you are?
This is a dangerous person.
You're safe. You were badly hurt. We were hoping that you'd be able to give us some information.
Artist seeks 5 progressive-minded individuals for groundbreaking experimental film.
They thought they'd be stars. They thought they'd have the time of their lives. They thought they knew each other.
I hear you're an artist. Says who?
They thought wrong.
This can't be happening. Why did you kill me? We can't just leave her like this.
Killed him.
Calamos. When you're dead, no one can hear you scream.
Welcome to the world of terror. When I'm not busy embalming bodies, which isn't often, I like to relax with some good family reading. Let me introduce you to my personal library of Fangoria, the leader in horror entertainment. What a fascinatingly hideous cover of Freddy Krueger. And devilishly candid reviews of the latest horror videos. And gloriously bloody color photos from the newest Friday the 13th. They're all here in Fangoria. Can I persuade you to subscribe? Customer! Ah, let the dead bodies wait.
Last week we discussed folklore. Today we get more specific. This is what we call an urban legend. Contemporary folklore passed on as a true story. Something you might have heard about mixing Pop Rocks and soda.
Supposedly, your stomach and your intestines first.
Voila, still alive. Mr. Brooks, please.
He's gonna explode! Somebody call 911!
They are the legends we've all heard.
Gang members drive around at night with their headlights off. And when someone goes to flash from their high beams to warn them, they kill them.
The stories we've all told.
A guy and a girl, and they're parked out in the woods. The guy steps out, and the girl starts to hear these scratching noises. It's her dead boyfriend hung from a tree.
The tales we've all listened to.
Isn't there another story about a guy with an axe hiding in a woman's back seat?
My mom still checks the back seat before getting into a car.
But just because it never happened doesn't mean it never will.
The decapitated body was found in her car.
I knew I should have gone to NYU.
This girl, she could have been any one of us.
What if there is a lunatic on campus?
What is he gonna do next, huh? Maybe put spider eggs in bubble gum? The idea of an urban legend serial killer. It's a stretch.
The call's coming from inside the house. Could it be an urban legend?
Something I can help you with.
I want to know what's going on here.
Someone out there is taking all these urban legends and making them reality.
Urban legend.
Have you heard the one about the microwave?
Herbert West is not just your ordinary doctor.
Others dare not dream what we are about to do.
He intends to make medical history.
This is no longer about just reanimating the dead.
With the help of Daniel Kane.
It's never gonna work. It's gonna be uncontrollably spastic.
And a few select friends.
West took my body, but he cannot take my mind.
He's about to bring his dream to life.
And God created woman.
Someone old.
What's dead is dead.
Someone new.
It's some kind of joke, right, man?
How dare you judge my work?
Someone borrowed.
Who is she?
Someone blue.
This morbid doodling with human body parts. Is this what it's all about?
Something so shocking, it must be true.
There is my Make a note of it, Dan! Rejects!
Daniel! You're coming! You made me!
I made you! Forget it, Dan. She's just an assembly of dead tissue.
H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator 2.
Are we having fun yet?
Some secrets should never be learned. Some borders should never be crossed. Some games
Are you here?
should never be played. Witchboard 2, in a place of unholy refuge.
You're obsessed with that Ouija board.
Where a game has evil powers.
What's happening to you, Paige?
I just got tired of
A mystery has forbidden secrets. And one soul
Could you find out how she died?
has taken another. Discover the horror of Witchboard 2. No door will hide you. No weapon will save you.
Who's there?
Not even death
You open a door, and the spirits can step through.
will free you. Brace yourself for a journey into the future
What the hell do you want from me?
of fear.
You can't kill me. I'm already dead.
Witchboard 2. The Devil's Doorway.
For too long, your nights have been empty. You've waited alone in the dark for the very last time. Angela is inviting you back to Hull House.
Angela! Your party guests are here!
To celebrate her homecoming party and raise a little hell. Night of the Demons 2.
Was it Jeff or wasn't it? Well, he changed. Changed?
They were wearing really funny clothes.
Like they was from Los Angeles. Okay, everybody, just calm down, huh? Yes, Sal, over.
There's been a disturbance at the Bolorama Lane.
Yeah, what kind of disturbance? Over.
Well, evidently, some guys shot up the bar.
You get a description, over?
Well, it's kind of strange, Harv, but Jake says it was Reverend Miller and Charlie and some stranger.
Now, hold it. I'm not reading you clear, so I'll repeat that, over.
Reverend Miller, Charlie McFadden, and some stranger just shot up the bar at the Bolorama Lanes, over.
Have you heard from Jeff, over?
I can't raise him, Harv. Listen, I also got a report here about shots fired out Route 22 near the Brown place. Over. Harv, do you read? Over.
Sal, I want you to keep trying to raise Jeff. I'm headed over to the bowling alley, and I'm going to head out towards the Brown place. Over and out.
No.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Candyman, flesh and blood? I'm afraid not.
But he lives in the mirror.
You say his name 5 times, he's supposed to come.
That's how he gets you.
You guys don't really believe that, do you? There's no such thing as a Candyman.
Those 3 victims were John Doe's.
What if it's true? What if the Candyman does exist? What did you see that night? Ray's body was torn apart by something powerful. And it wasn't her brother.
I'm gonna find out what happened.
No! No! There are no monsters.
You brought me here. But only God can save us.
The terror in the mirror returns.
Our journey begins.
To avenge his name. Reveal his past. And fulfill his destiny.
What do you want from me?
Death is a return, you know.
In a motion picture that ends what the first one barely started. Candyman, farewell to the flesh.
Wheels of Terror.
I'm not having just some wacko nightmare here. Come on, answer the phone! It's real. Just hang on.
Wheels of Terror. Hope you enjoy the ride.
In the fall of 1969, the Darrell Chemical Company, under contract to the U.S. Army, conducted a series of secret experiments with a new biological weapon called 2,4,5-trioxin. According to reports, the chemical was a catalyst in genetic reactification. What this meant and why trioxin was useful has never been revealed. But one thing is certain. Trioxin was soon considered too dangerous and volatile, even for experimental use. Interest in the lethal compound was abandoned several years ago. The Army will not comment, other than to say all trioxin has since been destroyed.
Beyond the deepest shadows of your soul lies the entrance to unspeakable horror. Hellgate. She walks in the night.
She's still up there on Hellgate Road, waiting.
A ghost of breathtaking beauty. The bait for a town with a hideous past.
I want to know what happened to you up at Hellgate. I don't never talk about that.
A town with a taste for blood.
Someone grab me!
There's somebody up at the Hellgate that's trying to kill us. Where is Chuck?
Dead.
From the creators of Hellraiser and Hellbound.
Don't go out there! You'll get it started all over again!
Hellgate on video cassette from Vidmark Entertainment.
I do not know what price I shall have to pay for breaking what we alchemists call silentium. The life experiences of our colleagues should warn us not to upset laymen by imposing our knowledge upon them.
The book!
What?
There are mysterious parts in that book. But the only true mystery is that our very lives are governed by dead people.
In the beginning, there were 3 mothers, the same as there were 3 fates and 3 furies. And has always mistakenly called them by one terrifying name.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid to be left alone.
Carla?
My sister. Where is my sister?
It's as if I were constantly being watched. And at times, I think I actually feel a presence. As if someone were in the room with me.
Who lives in this damned house?
Someone who is waiting.
But who?
You are being watched.
They say cats have 9 lives. You have only 1.
A poisonous cat. Now how's that possible?
You're gonna be richer than your wildest dreams!
Don't be stupid!
Nothing's gonna keep me from getting to the Caymans.
Now start the engine and get us headed for the Caymans.
These things are gonna bite us! And we're all gonna die of harm!
Uninvited, starring George Kennedy and Alex Cord. You'll never look at a cat in the same way again.
Hello, girls. How you doing, huh? You a little hungry? How about I give you to the old farts upstairs tonight, huh? Iris Arm Apartment Complex, Frank Longo at your service. Yo, right here, Mr. Briggs. Yes. Well, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Mario is history as of right now. Hey, well, the way I look at this is that you are making all the El Giganto profits off the sale of this shithole, not little old moi. Well, maybe it's time that you get down here and get involved. But I'm not lifting another finger until you pay me for Mario. You got that? You can take that to the bank. Bulls. Hello? Hello? What are you doing out without Uncle Frankie's permission, huh? Go back upstairs where you belong! Work with me!
What is that? What the hell have we got here, huh?
It was a bizarre piece of evidence in the trial of an accused child killer.
How could the man who made this have murdered his only child?
Evil comes in all shapes and sizes.
His lawyer believed he was innocent, but she couldn't stop his execution. Now, her daughter has been given something she was never meant to have.
Sorry, she spotted it before I could get it wrapped.
And the soul of a murderer may have found a new home.
Zoe's been having these horrible, violent nightmares lately. Zoe, what are you doing up? Her therapist thinks she has a lot of repressed hostility.
Pinocchio can't become a real boy if you keep doing bad things.
What are you doing with this, sweetheart?
She's a very disturbed little girl.
It's protecting me from Pinocchio.
I know what evil looks like. I see it in the eyes of my clients, and I'm telling you, I don't see it in my daughter.
You have the power, Zoe.
Pinocchio can't hurt me.
Give me life. What do I have to do? Cut my strings.
He was the first superhero from New Jersey. He came to Tromaville and single-handedly wiped out crime, corruption, and chemical waste.
The name's Avenger. The toxic Avenger. How are you?
Holy shit!
But this time, there's trouble not just in Tromaville,
Messy, messy, messy.
but also in Tokyo. And there's only one brave soul who can stop the forces of evil.
No. I am history.
There's only one hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength, and he's back.
Don't worry, sir. I'm the Toxic Avenger.
He's a fighter. He's a thinker. He's a lover. And when he returns, criminals won't have a leg to stand on. He people will be dancing in the streets in The Toxic Avenger Part 2.
No problem.
The wildest, most off-the-wall action movie since The Toxic Avenger Part 1. He's coming soon. The Toxic Avenger Part 2.
I can't believe it!
He is here to protect and serve.
Looks like you need a policeman.
His job is to safeguard the innocent.
What was that?
Pursue the guilty.
Everything's under control.
And uphold the law.
Nothing to worry about, miss.
There are good cops.
Officer?
And there are bad cops.
I said hands in the air!
But be thankful there's only one.
Police Officer Joe Vickers.
Psycho Cop.
At your service.
Is the judge, the jury, the executioner.
You have the right to remain silent.
Now, Terror has a badge.
Looking for me?
Psycho Cop. He always gets his man.
Shouldn't run from the police.
And everybody else.
Yeah, that old Lewis was one sick puppy. Digging up little Gage. Maggots pouring out of the dead kid's eyes. Ellie Creed was the only one that lived. Then one night, she freaks out. Hacks up the grandparents with an axe. Police found her licking the brains off the blade. Threw her in the psycho ward. All she could say were two words. Pet cemetery. Here's the best part. 2 nights ago, she escapes. Man, I hope she doesn't show up here. Shit. We wouldn't even recognize her. Not if she was wearing a costume. She could be one of us. Oh my God! Shit! It's Drew's dad! Scott!
Why are we spending Halloween in the middle of nowhere?
Your friends are true. The ceremony will cleanse you.
Everyone has one fear that strikes to the bone.
What are you afraid of? Horses.
Claustrophobia.
Saw the movie and haven't been in the water since. I'm not afraid of anything. There's some things you don't know about me and my family.
This Halloween, fear has a name.
Morty was carved by my ancestors many generations ago.
Morty's back. You can't hide from what's inside you.
You were nothing like your father.
I see the fear in your eyes.
The fear. Halloween night.
You don't know what scary is, Peg.
He knows it's out there. He knows it's waiting. You can't see it in the daytime. You can't escape it at night. It's not really alive, but it's not quite dead.
What's going on over there?
The whole unit's acting weird.
45 degrees in there. The bodies are on a roller coaster.
What's going on? Come on, let's get out of here.
What in the hell is going on here?
The bedroom! Don't go in the bedroom! We have to stop them. Now, we can do it. I'm gonna need your help. Come on, jump! I
Nightlife. There's good reason to be afraid of the dark.
So many trees.
It's beautiful, right?
That's definitely not Boston.
Here we go. Okay, so what do you think?
Wow. This whole place is ours?
I even got him to throw in a whole forest as a new backyard.
It was a myth. Kids used to dare each other to go into the woods at night. They knew the power of that place. They feared it. Those woods belong to something else. The ground is bad. It may be just some crazy folk tale, but there is something up in those woods. There's something that brings things back. Sometimes dead is better.
Today's inter-school chess club tournament has been canceled. Club members are asked to report to the library and play with themselves.
This is Alex Gray. He's intelligent. He's athletic. He's an average guy. There's lunch.
See anything you like?
This is Mary Lou Maloney. She's a good sport.
Touchdown!
She's sexy. She's dead. He was looking for something different. She was looking for something new. But when they got together, it was something deadly.
really gotta stop killing people.
Those kind of girls, you just fool around with them once, they turn on you, they rip your heart out, show it to you, then they dance all over it with their spike heels and ram it down your throat.
Well, what about our relationship?
What relationship? You killed him, I buried him in the football field. This is not your basic boy meets girl here. No, that's it. It's over.
Alex!
But even hell hath no fury like Mary Lou Maloney, and on prom night, Alex Gray will learn breaking up is hard to do. Prom Night 3, The Last Kiss, a romantic comedy from hell.
Women.
In a hotel on Bodega Bay, a team of researchers will discover a secret.
The trunk! Stay away from the trunk!
Beyond their imagination.
For the moment, the secret of my magic and my puppets is safe. Maybe that's the formula Toulon wrote about.
Wait a minute, how can liquid animate these guys?
Maybe they just need a little gas.
A power that a demon.
It's showtime.
Will kill to possess.
The magic that gives my puppets life was stolen from a tribe of ancient Egyptian sorcerers who pledged their allegiance to the demon lord Sutek.
Those who have stolen my magic must die! Turtles attack! Now, their only hope lies in Andre Toulon's deadliest puppet.
Rick Myers, you must animate the Decapitron.
I am with you, Puppet Master.
Puppet Master 4.
Norman Bates has finally got his act together.
I'm going now. I won't be out late. Mother?
After being locked up for 22 years, Norman finally has a reason to celebrate.
What shall we toast to this time?
Happiness.
After 22 years of being a bad boy, Norman Bates has finally become the kind of son that makes a mother proud. He runs a respectable business. He's met a nice girl that he likes. If only he could forget about
The past is never really past. It stays with me all the time. And no matter how hard I try, I can't really escape. She's a nice girl.
She's a whore.
But we didn't do anything.
You let her come between us.
God, will you leave me alone, Mother? Will you leave me alone?
It's perfectly natural for a son to love his mother.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
It's homecoming week at the Bates Motel. And homecomings often bring out the worst in a family.
Norman, can't you do anything right?
Anthony Perkins, Psycho 3. The terror is now complete.
They have been here since the dawn of time. They're here now, waiting, watching. They've gone unchecked, unnoticed, and now they're monsters.
What's the matter? My hand! Something bit my hand! Are you okay? Let's get the hell out of here.
Would you please
y'all saw a rat this big?
Are you through?
No, I mean it. He was this big.
Overpopulated. Oversized. And hungry.
Your lady friend was absolutely right about the rats. They've gotten into the subway.
The rat population of the world is estimated to be 108 billion. 24 times the human population.
Welcome to the shop of Joe Petto. Here, you'll find the most amazing gadgets on Earth. Each toy is unique.
What a terrible accident. Sarah, you think this is an accident? Look.
Each specially designed by the craftsman himself.
Buck, where did all these toys come from? What?
Sarah, what do you know about that old guy from the toy store? I wonder if I told you he was arrested for maiming some kids several years ago.
What reason could he have to hurt innocent children?
Joe Petto always wanted a real boy.
Where's Derek? He took him.
Who took him? Where? Who?
The man from the toy store.
But he'll have to make what he can get.
All you need is a little of that, and a little of that, and a little of that.
From the producer of Bride of Reanimator.
I want my boy! What have you done with him?
I'm your son now, not him.
With special effects by Screaming Mad George Inc. of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. Comes the most incredible night yet. Mickey Rooney stars in Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toymaker.
Merry Christmas.
Marty Ranson was the dork of Doddsville High.
You get undressed in there.
His classmates laughed at him.
Are you ready? Here's Marty. Where's the fish?
They tormented him.
Where's the fish?
And then they went too far. Now, 5 years later, Marty's throwing a little party.
Lights on.
A class reunion.
Come on, you guys, let's party.
They say he still roams the nut house, ever hopeful of that chance to escape, so he can take his evil revenge out on us all.
And he's making sure everyone has the time of their life.
I feel sick.
He's created a romantic atmosphere for rekindling old flames. And a nice place to just hang around. Marty hasn't forgotten a thing. He's giving them a blast from the past they'll never forget. Marty Ranson is still a dork, but tonight he's getting even. Vestron Pictures presents Slaughter High.
Now enjoy your dirty tricks.
characters created by Stephen King, Trimark Pictures takes you on a journey
Just get us as close as we can and we'll drive.
into the icy wilderness. Beyond a blinding snow.
Don't move, I'll shoot! Where are the others?
Deep beneath a desolate outpost.
Suddenly he's reporting back out from the mines. He's found something down there, but he won't tell anybody what it is.
You don't want to be out there when the temperature drops.
A rescue team searches for an unseen enemy.
From now on, we all stay together.
It can't be explained.
Nothing can survive. Nothing.
Nothing living.
It can't be escaped.
These 4 points make the size of a larger pentacle.
It takes no survivors.
Somebody's moving bodies around this place.
Oh my God.
If he can survive out there, so can I.
Between good and evil.
Thou shalt see the formless fire.
If a demon can complete a circle of 8, he can raise Satan himself.
He's coming.
The living.
The earth shall be shaken.
He wants you to go down there.
And the dead.
Evil shall rule the earth.
If you leave us here alone, we're dead. Open it!
Sometimes they come back for more.
It's so scary.
The Jarretts have finally found their dream house.
Well, it does have a certain charm in an Amityville kind of way.
Now, it's about to become their worst nightmare.
You know, what you found in your bedroom sounds like dominant male, marking his territory.
So what are you telling us? We have a wildcat living in our backyard?
They've been around people all their lives, so they're not afraid at all.
Anybody home?
They have 9 lives. We only have 1. Kathleen Quinlan, Timothy Busfield, Claudia Christian, and William Boyette. Strays.
Have you ever had that nightmare where you're running for your life? But you know that escape is impossible. That's terror. Felt an evil presence all around you, but however much you scream, no one can hear you. That's terror. Have you ever felt that you're being driven completely out of your mind? That's terror. Terror knows no bounds in stretching your endurance to the limit. You'll feel it all around you. It will trap you, terrify you. Terror is real. But you must keep reminding yourself, it's only a movie. It's only a movie. Only a movie.
Warning! Warning! Beware! The curse of the mummy's tomb. The vultures are gathering for yet another feast. Beware, you infidels and unbelievers. Take heed of the curse. Do not meddle with the secrets of the dead.
Take you into my confidence and warn you. There is a curse which says that all persons present at the opening of a pharaoh's coffin and who gaze at the face of the mummy therein shall die. You have been warned.
You have been warned. You, Terrence Morgan, beware. Your past may catch up with you. You, Ronald Howard, beware. Let the sleeping mummy lie. You, Fred Clark, beware. Let gold not be your god. And you, Jean Roland, beware the love of a handsome stranger. And all of you here now, beware the forbidden secrets of life and death.
You cannot run away from the curse of the mummy's tomb. We're all doomed to die for this act of desecration.
The curse of the mummy's tomb reveals the mystery, the murders. The terrifying story of a rampaging bandage and bone monster stalking those who defiled its tomb of terror.
Imagine, if you will, an experiment in fear.
It's going to be a field session.
A place where you can explore your deepest and darkest fantasies.
It's going to be a weekend of fear exploration in a controlled environment.
You got to explore your own fears as well.
A weekend where you will learn to face your phobias.
So what scares you, Leslie?
Whether it's the fear of heights or of beckoning nightmares, or won't go near the water.
Oh man, you whacking me out here. What you afraid of, man? You, Morty.
There's someone or something.
Something is wrong.
You know what happens to bad boys?
You look at me!
The fear is whatever scares you the most.
August 18th, 1973, reports of a bizarre chainsaw-wielding family began to filter out of Central Texas. Then silence. For 20 long years, nothing further was heard. 1995. Prom night isn't turning out the way you expected. You find yourself on the wrong road at the wrong time. About to come face to face with a living nightmare.
Welcome to my world.
The silence is over.
He's dead now.
Madness has returned. 4 stars, terrifying and brilliant. This is the best horror film of the 90s.
Family values have gone straight to hell.
Genuinely scary and sharply self-satirical, Leatherface has a lot in common with the gender-bending killer in The Silence of the Lambs.
I want these people to know the meaning of horror.
You want scared? Have a look behind you.
Been a long night, boys. I could use a little action.
The return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
It's party time!
Rock and roll will never die. At least not this Halloween.
You've heard of raising spirits from the dead by incantations, right?
Yes.
I did that by playing the record backwards.
You're kidding.
Sammy Kerr. He's a rock and roll nightmare.
I am a big fan of yours. I've got all your records. Shut up!
You're the bait. The bait is you.
This message is meant for me.
How can you listen to this stuff?
Shut it off! Shut it off!
What have you done to your stereo?
I wanted a new one.
Sammy Kerr. His fans won't let him die. He won't let them live.
You should be loyal to your hero. Make it turn on you.
Trick or treat.
Looks like we better check out the party punch.